I was not here last year, but it's good to see you. Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you.
I'm standing in for Bob this year. Yeah, yeah.
Well, he's lucky that you were standing in for him, right? So thank you. Are we ready? Okay. Good morning, and thank you for coming out today. We are gearing up for a huge weekend, and Uptown Charlotte will be buzzing with energy, excitement, and entertainment. And that's just the beginning. We're thrilled to welcome the Lovin Life Music Festival to the heart of our city for its second year, a celebration of music, culture, and community that's sure to be unforgettable. We've got the Charlotte Knights at the field at Truist Field, and just a few blocks away, Kendrick Lamar will be taking the stage at Bank of America Stadium, bringing fans from near to far as a part of this great experience of what he does and the way that he performs. This is an incredible lineup of events that show that what we already know. Charlotte has become a true destination for music, sports, and culture. Because of the hard work being done by City of Charlotte employees and all of our partners. Your hard work helps to keep people safe and to showcase our city to the world. So to our residents, visitors, partners, thank you for making Charlotte the place to be this weekend. Let's have a great time, let's stay safe, and keep showing the world what makes our city so special. Thank you very much for having you today to understand this and to communicate it to our citizens. And now we are going to hear from Deputy Chief of Special Operations, Jacqueline Briley. Jacqueline, take the mic.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. I'm Deputy Chief Jackie Briley. I'm over the Special Services Group at the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. Our Special Events Division is a key component of overseeing public safety at events like Lovin Life. Thank you to everyone joining us remotely. CMPD will also is excited to welcome the thousands of visitors who will be in Uptown for the festival. We want to assure everyone that safety remains our top priority as we are building upon a successful security measures and implemented from last year's inaugural event. Our team is highly trained in supporting large-scale events as we have done previously. We've established a comprehensive staffing model that covers both the interior and the exterior of this event to include traffic and road closures. Our command center will be fully operational and staffed throughout the 3 days to ensure we have continuous monitoring and an effective response. We encourage our citizens to proactively approach any of our officers with any safety concerns that they may observe or be a part of. All 911 calls related to this event will be promptly dispatched and addressed, as we have a dedicated dispatcher all 3 days to this event singularly. As for road closures, 7th Street and 8th Street between Brevard and Cotwell will close on Tuesday night. That's tomorrow. The CMPD will implement all other necessary road closures uptown prior to the concert, starting on May 1st at 9 a.m. Roads in the immediate vicinity of the festival site will close, and the majority of the roadways will return to normal operation on Tuesday, May 6th, prior to morning rush hour. A detailed list of the road closure information will be available on our MyCMPD app and all of our social media channels associated with CMPD. We appreciate everyone's understanding and request patience, and as an increase of pedestrian and vehicle traffic. So please plan accordingly if you are coming uptown and not attending the festival. Pedestrians are advised to allow for extra travel time, and we encourage all attendees to the festival to use their website for different policies and procedures and frequently asked questions. A designated rideshare pickup is also located at 14 North College Street. That is just past the United Presbyterian Church. Again, this information will be on all of our CMPD socials and app. For those planning to drive, for safety and security, remember, do not bring valuables and leave them in your vehicle. Make sure to lock your doors and remember where you park. We look forward to everyone visiting Uptown to enjoy this experience safely and responsibly. Thank you. I'll hand it over to CAT CEO.
Good morning, everyone. I'm CAT CEO Brent Cagle. So at CATS, we're excited to be supporting and working with, for the second year in a row, Lovin Life Music Festival. We do expect a large percentage of the festival goers to be using CAT services as they're getting to and from this wonderful 3-day event. We'll echo the words of CMPD, vibrant activities, a lot of activities downtown this weekend, the festival, other concerts, sporting events, so we know that there will be crowds and it will be difficult getting in and out. CATS has an answer for those riders. We'll also be promoting through this Thursday a discounted pass for the festival. That pass can be purchased via the CATS Pass app. It is $12 for the 3-day event. That is a significant discount, and it's available through this Thursday. The pass can also be purchased at a discounted rate of $15 on Friday. This compares to our standard daily pass rate of $6.60. During the event, we'll have ambassadors located along the Blue Line to assist riders with any questions that they may have while they're trying to find their way into downtown or uptown, and if they have questions about how our services work. We'll also have additional service capacity supporting the Blue Line with additional trains and frequencies to help with the crowds. And we will, again, for the second year, be running express buses between the main event and J.W. Clay, University City Boulevard, and the I-485 park and rides. At CATS, safety is our #1 priority, and we would highly encourage all riders, if they see something, say something. We've made this very easy. Riders can use the CATS Pass app. The Report a Problem button on the app will allow them to quickly report any issues or activities that they deem need to be reported. Again, all of this comes together as a team effort, and we appreciate everyone working together as we work to support this event. Thank you. With that, I'll introduce Steve Bagwell, CEO of the Charlotte Regional Visitors Authority.
Good morning, everyone. First, I want to thank the mayor and to all of our city community partners for bringing us together today. We're excited to welcome back Lovin Life Music Fest. an event that not only brings incredible talent and energy to Uptown, but also gives us a chance to roll out the welcome mat to thousands of visitors. Last year, this festival made a big first impression, with more than 86,000 attendees, over 40 performances, and a sold-out crowd. That kind of response doesn't just say something about the music, it says something about our community. Events like Lovin Life are a gateway, a way for people to discover the Queen City, to fall in love with its vibe, its food, its people, and its neighborhoods. Maybe they come for the music, but they leave with a new favorite brunch spot, or a great local coffee shop, or plans to come back with friends and family. That's what the visitor economy is all about, connection. Every hotel stay, every light rail ride, every local business or brewery someone discovers, it all adds up. These weekends bring real impact to the small businesses and hospitality workers who make Charlotte what it is. At the CRVA, our role is to help elevate the visitor experience. So as we get ready for another exciting weekends, I just want to say Charlotte is ready to show off. We're proud of this city. We're proud of the experiences that keep bringing people back to Uptown. So I want to thank everyone who makes this special weekend possible. Let's make it a weekend to remember, and one that keeps Charlotte at the top of people's must-visit lists. Thank you. So with that, I'll welcome Michael Smith, CEO of Center City Partners.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for city staff, fire, and police that make this possible. We couldn't be more excited to welcome Lovin Life back for its second year in Uptown Charlotte. What makes Uptown so special is all of the extraordinary events that occur there, only in Uptown. In fact, just weeks ago, we wrapped up a 17-day music, art, food, and idea festival, Charlotte Shout, showcasing hundreds of talented local artists, musicians, chefs, foodies, and thought leaders from around the country, around the world, and around the corner. This next wave of vibrancy begins on May 2nd with Lovin Life Music launching year 2 in First Ward. And once again, Center City Partners and Music Everywhere Charlotte are proud to be sponsors of the Lovin Life Music Fest. We know that this is a powerful generator of vibrancy. It brings close to 100,000 music lovers into Uptown and to experience what makes Uptown so special. Music is powerful. It has this ability to bring people together, to foster creativity and vibrancy, and drive economic growth. It is a bit of an elixir. We're excited to welcome it back into Uptown Charlotte, and now I'd like to welcome Greg McConnell, our festival director. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm incredibly thankful and proud to be here today ahead of year 2 of Lovin Life Music Fest. We're excited to build upon the success of last year's inaugural event, continue building something that is truly special for Charlotte. Last year, Lovin Life was honored to be recognized as one of USA Today's top 10 new festivals, and just this year, we were named one of Charlotte Magazine's Charlotteans of the Year. Acknowledgements that have put us on a national stage and would not have been possible without the tremendous support, communication, and collaboration of the city agencies represented here today. We organize fests across the country, and I can say with complete confidence, the collaboration we've experienced here in Charlotte has been the best we've ever encountered. The partnership between the public and private sectors here is unmatched. The level of teamwork, attention to detail, and shared pride in the city has been outstanding. We want to extend a special thank you to Mayor Lyles, Deputy Chief Briley and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, Brent Cagle and the CAT System, Steve Bagwell and CRVA, Michael Smith at Center City Partners, CDOT, Charmec Emergency Management, and all other public safety and operations partners. We'd also like to extend a special thank you to the First Ward neighborhood for being patient with us as we put this event on. Safety remains our number one priority in every decision we make. The professionalism and proactive leadership from everyone I just mentioned has been critical. Together, we've been able to take the lessons learned from last year, address areas for improvement, and plan an even safer, more seamless festival experience for everyone. I also want to extend a big thank you to the entire city of Charlotte for embracing Lovin Life and celebrating everything this incredible city has to offer. The local music community will be strongly represented with 18 bands on our local stage. Over 10 of Charlotte's best restaurants will be featured at the festival. Several amazing local artists, some of them students, will showcase their work throughout the event. And nearly all of Charlotte's sports professional teams are getting involved as well, including the FC, the Hornets, the Knights, the Carolina Ascent, and the Charlotte Checkers. Thanks again to everyone who had a hand in bringing this vision to life. We can't wait to see you all in Uptown at Lovin Life Year 2. Thank you. And I'll hand it over to Lawrence Corley.
Thank you all again for joining us. At this time, we'll take questions from our media partners. In addition to the representatives behind me, we have staff in the room with our transportation department, as well as emergency management and fire. We'll take questions at this time. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so talk to us a little bit about maybe some safety challenges that you guys faced last year, or maybe some things you thought you guys did really, really well that you want to implement this year. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Thank you, good question. Last year, like I said, we learned areas of opportunity where we could grow. As far as safety challenges, I think by us having a very successful event last year on public safety-wise, there wasn't too many changes that we needed to make. Obviously, we did make some changes with road closures and working very closely with residents of First Ward, having one-on-one conversations with folks to make sure that they know that they can get to their businesses and their residents. And so as far as changes from last year, those were probably the biggest changes in being able to have those one-on-one contacts with people to help them get to their residences.
And to add to that, when it comes to there are so many different events going on this weekend, Kendrick Lamar, and so forth, how do you guys stretch yourselves, or how do you guys manage all of those to make sure everybody's still?
Okay, thank you. Another good question. One of the things we did forecast when we knew these events were coming, one of the things we do internally is we did restrict all single vacation days. So if an officer was scheduled for a day off or an extended vacation, everybody will be working because obviously we are beholden to our public safety and 911 call response. So pretty much if you have a uniform or if you're a detective, you're working this coming weekend, whether or not you're at the stadium, the night stadium, or this event here, as well as answering calls for service.
And this is for Greg. Now, you kind of mentioned kind of similar world of questions, but like, you know, when you talk about the lessons you took from last year and so forth, what are some of those lessons and what are some of the changes that, you guys are,
Well, I feel in regards to safety, but the majority of it was traffic related and how the street closures and making sure we didn't, set up and break down are a big part of this event, and they take time. And we worked it out that we were able to get the streets closed, and that we think we can get everything done, in a safe and timely manner this year.
What about, just to follow up on that, Greg, what about for the festival goers? I know at the first.
Sorry?
For the festival goers, because
Yes.
I know at the first day there were some problems maybe with some water stations and some other things. What have you guys learned from that?
Well, again, along those same lines, we're going to have the streets closed sooner, can get set up more quickly, and we'll have all those things set up. I'm not sure what you mean exactly with the water, but I know we did open a few minutes late last year, and we just had a tough time getting the finishing touches on things, and we've definitely learned that lesson. That's not going to happen to us this year.
are you expecting a larger crowd this year?
We're going to be in the ballpark. We're a big push in the last few days like we had last year. I think we're going to be pretty similar to where we were last year.
Do you have the exact estimated attendance?
We anticipate there's going to be 20,000 plus in attendance. Yeah.
Also, does anybody know the numbers for the night's games and Kendrick's? I'm trying to get an idea of how much it all adds up to, how many people will actually be in Uptown.
I don't know what Kendrick is going to do. All I know is I had to get a ticket for my niece, and it was a lot of money. I know.
That data may be available as we see the total numbers after these events.
I just want to ask, Greg, could you clarify, did you say that you were expecting about 20,000 people to?
20,000 plus as we push towards the end. Yes.
And last year you guys said it was like 86,000
We were in the mid-20s last year, I think, on average per day.
per day? So
Yes.
you're expecting 20,000 people per day?
Per day, yes, I'm sorry. Daily. My mistake, my mistake. That's how we think, is each day, yes.
I had a question for Steve. You said that there were about 86,000 people who attended last year. Do you know about how many of those were out of towners, and also maybe what the economic impact was? I don't know if you guys had run something on that.
We're working on the study from last year with the officials from Lovin Life, so we'll release that to them to consider putting out publicly. But certainly, music festivals like this, music in venues like Bank of America Stadium, Spectrum Center, are having a huge impact on visitation and economic impact in our community. We see a strong association between festivals like this, concerts, big concerts in our arena, and driving people staying in hotels and visiting our community. We definitely know that association exists and can provide some data on that as well.
And the 86,000 you were mentioning, that was for the entirety of the festival last year?
Yeah, that was for the entirety of the festival, so adding up all people that attended all days.
In terms of hotels, do you guys know what the capacity of hotels are at this point?
I have to get back to you on what they're expecting from an occupancy standpoint, but we expect it to be a strong weekend.
I had another question for Greg. So you said that you guys do a lot of festivals like all around the country.
Yes.
And that Charlotte is particularly great for you guys. I guess what about Charlotte, or what about staging a concert here is different from in other places, and that you guys?
Well, first and foremost, we're based here, so we all live here, and this is our town, and we're very proud to bring this event here. The collaboration that we have with these folks is just amazing, and part of it is because we're here and we can all get together on a regular basis and talk. But I think the police, the fire, the emergency services, everybody has just stepped up. They've shared their knowledge with us and insight, and it just makes for a very seamless planning process. I don't know if seamless is the right word, but a pretty solid planning process.
I have a Kat's question. I don't think you said this, are we increasing frequency at all on the line on the gold line?
There will be additional vehicles to handle the increased crowds, both on light rail vehicles and with the special event buses taking people to the end of line if they choose to park at any of our park and rides along the blue line.
It's still 15 minutes?
So it'll basically be based on demand, and we'll be flexing the schedule to accommodate the crowds as we go through the event.
And also, Brett, did you have to make any changes from last year, looking at demand and so forth? And then is there any numbers as far as, people taking advantage of public transportation when it came to Lovin Life and so forth?
Yeah, so we know that post-pandemic special events drive a lot of ridership or heavy ridership, high ridership days. Last year was the same with Lovin Life, and we would expect it again this year. Lessons learned, I would say, we had a lot of positive feedback, so we expect folks to be utilizing transit to get into Center City. So one of the lessons learned was getting out ahead of sooner on the discounted passes, and also we had a lot of good feedback about the special buses, the direct or express buses for end of line that seemed to work out very well. A lot of good feedback last year, so we'll be continuing that again this year.
Thank you.
Just one other, I hate to go back to this, but Greg, because I'm doing the math in my head. Reporters are not always the best with math, but it's a 3-day festival, right?
Yes.
So 20,000 people per day would be about 60,000 people. Last year it was 86,000. Are there slower ticket sales?
We're guessing at this point, as things are, like I say, ramping up in the last couple of days. We were in the ballpark of where we are now at this point last year.
Okay.
If that helps, yeah.
It does. I had a question too for the deputy chief. This is sort of a different topic, but tomorrow marks the 1-year anniversary of a shooting of several CPD officers. As I remember, when I was here last year, I think the news broke right after this press conference last year. I'm not sure if you can speak to this, but are there any plans for memorials or remembrances or anything that you could share about that anniversary?
That was actually on April 29th. And there are some things that we have planned privately. And that's just the extent I'll discuss that. Thank you.
I did have
Yes, ma'am.
Can you talk about the dedicated dispatcher?
Yes. As part of our setup in our command center, we'll have a 911 or a communications dispatcher set up. So any 911 calls that we get related to or on site of the actual festival, we'll be able to dispatch those directly on one of our designated channels that's operating solely for the festival. So all of the events going on at the same time, everybody will have their own individual channels. And the one for the festival will have their own dedicated dispatcher so that way we can address any issues that come up very quickly.
And then what advice do you have for people who are not festival goers but live in the city and you see an increase in traffic?
Definitely, again, plan accordingly if you are coming through. And as we said in our other talking points, it's okay to flag an officer down, ask for guidance and direction. We have troubleshooters that are specifically assigned to the festival so they can go around and help out anybody who can't get to where they need to go to. So again, we just ask for patience and again, communicate with an officer that you see in uniform and we can try to resolve any issues that we have.
Take one more question. All right, thank you again, everyone, for joining us. We look forward to a safe and successful weekend of events, and if any additional information is needed, feel free to reach out to the City of Charlotte Media Relations. Have a great afternoon.